Coming up on this show, we head to Arco, Italy for the 11th IFSC Climbing World Championships in bouldering. We meet five-time World Cup winner Kilian Fischhuber. And we catch up with climbing legends Lynn and Francois Legrand. Despite being an all-rounder, Kilian Fischhuber is also regarded as the benchmark for the sport.
When it came down to it, I decided to stick to bouldering. It's been a while since I competed in league competitions. I used to be in the top 5 in the League World Cup as well, but I decided in favor of bouldering. Because it's more fun and I had more success. I don't think this will change.
The rocklands of South Africa, an impressive landscape of sandstone rocks and one of the many beautiful places the 27-year-old Austrian has been lucky enough to witness through climbing. An ever-present influence by Kilian's side is girlfriend Anna Stöhr. She too is an accomplished climber and was recently crowned bouldering world champion.
Our lives as a professional free climb couple have turned out well. We understand each other, which helps. Especially during and after competitions, if it doesn't go as planned. It helps to have someone there. Even if we say little to each other, it helps.
The special thing about my relationship with Anna is that we share the same hobby, the same job, the thing we like the most, with the person we love the most. This, I think, is why we appreciate our relationship so much.
Arco, Italy, the Bouldering World Championships are underway.
My motivation is high right now. I'm already a 5-time overall world champion, but I was runner-up in the Euros and the Worlds, and that's what's missing.
Qualifying is underway and competition is heating up with only 20 athletes out of 120 going through to the semi-finals. Each climber has 5 boulders to climb, and the climber with the fewest problems to get to the top scores best. Tsukuro Hori of Japan, currently 4th in the World Cup, qualifies for the semis with the best score. The dream, however, is all over for the pre-competition favorite Guillaume Glarion-Mondé of France.
I had a stroke of bad luck and I didn't make the semis. I didn't climb well at all.
Killian, too, is having some difficulties.
I had a rather poor start because the first problem was so difficult that I was not able to top it, and then it turned into a mind game. As the first starter, I didn't have any point of reference of what was possible.
The day starts to go better for Killian as he manages to qualify into the semi-finals. Killian was born and raised in the small town of Weidhofen in Lower Austria. He started climbing at the relatively late age of 11.
At the time, we had a great indoor training facility in Weidhofen, one of the biggest in Austria. You could say we had perfect training conditions right up until I started to train more professionally. Then my father built my own climbing wall at home, inside a little shelter with a perfect slant of 40 degrees, so I could perfect my technique.
In 2006, Killian managed to climb one of the most difficult routes out there, the Action Directe in the French Jura region.
Action Direct was my big break in rock climbing, and it still represents a huge milestone for me. It made me more renowned in the scene, but in climbing, nobody rolls out the red carpet for you.
The Wilde Kaiser in Tyrol, a new challenge for Killian as he takes on 300 meters of upright rock.
When I climb in competitions, I usually do it at a height of 4.5 meters. And when I go out for rock climbing or league competitions, the routes are about 30 meters high. I've simply overworked my body a bit. My head wanted to get to the top, but my body couldn't. It was a mad internal fight.
Will Killian be able to master this internal fight? Back in Arco, and the World Championship is heating up. The semi-finals will see 6 athletes into the finals. Rutom Gelmanov is one of the early starters due to his poor qualifying result. He takes the lead, showing great confidence. Another strong early climber is Germany's Thomas Taupon.
This has come as quite a surprise for me. I normally focus on lead competitions and I was shocked to find myself in the semis. Now I'm in the finals. It's great.
Dmitry Sharafutinov is also going well. He is the only one to manage all 4 blocks. Adam Ondra also made it through to the finals, but not without his share of problems.
On the third problem, I was very close from falling, and if I didn't send this problem, I wouldn't make it to the final, so I'm glad I made it, even if I'm 4th.
Once again, Killian does not make the best of starts.
The first block is often the deciding factor for the whole competition. Thankfully, I managed to turn the corner. It was all about mental strength.
Big surprise of the day was Japan's Tsukuhori, who failed to make it to the final. We join up with the climbing legends Lynn and Francois Legrand. Both are multi-winners of the coveted Rockmaster title, the scene's most important climbing competition. Since 1986, it has taken place every year in Arco. Francois won it 4 times between 1990 and 1998.
I think it's great that the Arco is this year the World Championship, because this competition has always been the most important competition for the climbers. Every climber wants to go once in his career, because it's very few athletes who are invited. Only maybe 15, 20 at the max can take part of this event every year.
In the beginning, it was easier to find stars. You had the very known Stefan Glover, so that frequent Arco for a lot of time. Also now I meet him very often. And also we had Patrick Drangeli, Neil. Now the turnover is quick. They are very young people, so they are not so ready to be stars.
So when we did competitions, it was a lifestyle, and it still is for me. And that's why you see people of our generation that still climb. Some don't, but a lot of people, they have the passion for climbing, and it's integrated into their life. It's not just the objective to go and win a competition.
Back in Tyrol, Kilian Fischhuber is on the Alpine climbing route Des Kaisers Neue Kleider. 9 pitches, 300 meters of vertical, overhanging rock face. The Austrian had to go beyond his limit to succeed in the last pitch, which is rated at 8B+.
It was an insane fight, and in the last pitch, my head won the battle against my now frail body.
Kilian's home for the past 10 years has been Innsbruck in Austria.
The reason I came to Innsbruck after graduating from school was because I wanted to study and that I already knew a few people. The access to good climbing was better too. The close vicinity to France and Italy helps as well. The reason I'm studying is to become a teacher after I retire from the sport as a professional. I chose teaching because it will give me ample time to continue climbing, and I can combine the two as well.
Showtime in Arco. The final 4 obstacles await the climbers. All eyes are on Cedric Lachat. As he tops the first block, the bar is raised for the rest of the field. Thomas Taupon instead struggles on the first block. Kilian Fischhuber has not had the best of competition so far, but it's all about performing in the finals. The very dynamic first block is stretching the Austrian to his limits. Just before the top, a crucial mistake.
After the first block, it didn't go very well. I knew the title had gone and it just went downhill from there.
Having seen Fischhuber struggle on his climb, Adam Ondra manages to top all 4 blocks to take provisional first place. The Czech climber would have to wait and see how the Russian duo of Rustan Gelmanov and Dmitry Sharafutinov would fare next. Sharafutinov manages the climb better than his compatriot and thus seizes the title ahead of Ondra and Gelmanov.
I enjoyed the competition very much. The third place is a great result for me because Adam Ondra and Dmitry Sharafutinov are so strong. It's my best result this year.
If you told me before the competitions that I would going to be the second, I would be satisfied for sure. But I felt quite strong in the finals, but I don't think I could do better because Dmitry was stronger.